What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Dude Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Jump. Guys, today I want to talk about another Kevin Samuels sort of video. It's gonna be a little bit more serious this time, but I got a WhatsApp from a very good YouTuber friend of mine, and he showed me a video in which we're not gonna show the person or the video title, but the video talked about, like, why are Kevin Samuels subscribers so broke? Why are Kevin Samuels subscribers so ugly or dusty or something like that, right? Why is his supporters so dusty or broke or sounding it up in so many words? That's what she's saying, okay? And I went and looked at the video. Again, the sister that was making the video, since we're dealing with ad hominems, this is a typical person that is, weaving and sounding it up. But in general, I really think that she just doesn't understand what the word dusty means, okay? And the reason why she doesn't is because dusty is a California term. It is not a term that, you people from other places or out of the country, y'all are using it in the wrong way. Because what dusty really means, when we were coming up, it's somebody that's just ugly or badly dressed, okay? Like with your dusty ass. Like that's kind of how we used to say it back when we was back in the hood, all right? Now what these chicks mean when they say it is a broke player, and I'm looking at the urban definition, typically a male who has nothing to offer but sex, okay? Usually a user. This type may appear to be what society seems or deems successful, but targets the vulnerable and likes to exploit feminism and pygmies willing to go Dutch 50-50. All right? That's what women call it. So you're cheap, you're really broke, and they don't have anything, okay? So that's what they're saying. Now, in order for a woman to be able to understand a person that is dusty, like, for you to know that a person is dusty, then for me, you would probably have to have, some sort of interaction with them. And even me, I will admit that I misuse the word to just roast people. But you would have to have some kind of interaction with that man to say he's dusty. Like, oh, you met him, you talked to him, and he's dusty. But for the sake of YouTube, what is a dusty fan base like? What is a dusty subscriber base like? Okay? Now, and what I'm thinking is, because they just don't agree with what Kevin Samuels is doing and the support that he's doing, and it's typically telling women to level up to the standards of men, not men level up to the standards of women who don't have anything. No, it's the other way around. See, that philosophy, which they don't agree with, makes them dusty. And see, I did a video where I was talking about, black men shouldn't be offended by female criticisms. And a lot of black men in that video were saying, I just totally ignore them. I don't care what they have to say. And for a lot of women, I believe that's actually true. That's actually true. A lot of women, some people I will engage in debate if it's good. But for most people, I would say you have to ignore it. That's true. And the reason why you have to ignore it is because this doesn't make any sense. Let's look at Kevin Samuels' platform and let's compare it to the other female YouTubers out here. We won't call any names. One is, we won't talk about her hair, but let's look at Kevin Samuels' stream as a YouTuber. What his presentation is in comparison to the other struggle stream YouTubers who are talking about leveling it up, who are talking about getting a white man, who are talking about any of those other things. Kevin's setup is far and beyond better than theirs. Okay? So if you're gonna call his fan base dusty, it must mean that he's dusty. And if you look at his setup and presentation, without question, there's no way you can call him dusty. Okay? But see, here's where you really lose the argument. If you look at his live stream, brothers like Ike, all the other professional brothers, that within the first 15 minutes of the stream, you have guys giving $500, like Ike. Most brothers giving $100. Okay? If you want a pocket watch, you can say that Kevin Samuels might even break $1,000 in donations in the first 15 minutes. Well, then tell me any other YouTuber that you feel that is not Dusty that is doing that, because Dusty has to deal with resources, finance, and appearance. You can't. If Kevin Samuels subscribers are Dusty, then where are the YouTubers that are not Dusty that are getting the same support that Kevin Samuels is getting? Or let's talk about so since you want to talk about that, let's just say that, let's assuming that you're right. Let's change the argument a little bit. Then let's ask you this question then. What other female YouTubers who are not Dusty, who are perpetual struggle streamers, no edits, lazy in what they do, which of any of them have the platform even close to the professionalism of Kevin Samuels? Don't call any name. All his detractors. Which of any of them get the support that he gets? I can argue all of those detractors, if you put them on a live stream at the same time, all of them won't even get 25% of what he does. So it's obvious that Kevin Samuels supporters who spend a lot of money, who are professional guys, are not Dusty. In fact, Kevin Samuels has the best live stream and the best support base in all of black YouTube. There is no other black YouTuber right now in America that gets what he gets on a live stream. There's nobody. So how do you call those guys Dusty? You can't call those guys Dusty. The anti-intellectualism here is because you're mad, you're clout chasing, you're upset that nobody was watching your funky ass channel. That's the only way you can explain this. You can't explain it any other way, can you? Because if so, then you would be able to prove that you have somebody that has a fan base that's not Dusty. What female YouTuber who is a black male basher or swirler base or whatever you want to call the divestment or level up crew, then can we say that they're Dusty? Because if you go there, with the struggle stream networks over there of these women over there that do these streams that are struggling selling it up, they make money, but they want to invest in the business. None of them will invest in lighting. None of them will invest in editing. All it is struggle streaming it all every day, all day. Struggle streaming it up, selling it up. That would probably make them Dusty on YouTube, wouldn't it? Because they don't take the business serious. And then it would make their subscriber base who likes that also Dusty. And when they're getting $1 super chats, $10 super chats, Kevin's getting $100, $500, $1,000 super chats. So who's Dusty? Obviously, it's not him. But see, the only way you can make that claim is to be completely bogus and a village idiot. That's the only way you can do that. Which is why a lot of brothers are saying, we don't even take them serious enough to even give them a chance to even say anything, which is, I believe, is right for the majority. Now, I will take criticisms from people who I think have good arguments. Don't matter who you are. But this one is straight emotion. And you wonder why there's so many young black men, when they're raised by somebody like this, how they end up. Well, guys, it's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. And as you know, the buffoonery remains the all-time high. Don't forget the Patreon, guys. Peace out.